FutureDad 47. The left's hypocrisy is irrelevant. Quote, "Be as you wish to seem." Socrates. I listened to 2 political vlogs today, which irked me enough to write this essay. It ended up being my 3rd shortest essay yet. Third only to FutureDad 36, Disembark the Experiential Treadmill, and FutureDad 0, Preface. But who's counting? It is a short essay because the message is incredibly simple, which is this. Pointing out the left's hypocrisy is a total waste of everyone's time. The 2 videos and many more of their ilk were as follows. Richard IV talked about the hypocrisy of smug London liberals and the progressive stack. Then Sargon Avocad complained that the only way Brits can discuss native population problems is to have a non-native Prime Minister. In other words, they both highlighted the frustrating double standards of the left-wing hegemony of modern Britain, and damn it, how unfair it all is. Just stop. Stop complaining about the left's double standards, especially by using the phrase, "If it weren't for the double standards, they wouldn't have any standards at all." Pause for effect. This was a concern to be raised in the early 2000s. That ship has long sailed. No one cares now. Except you, the centre-right, with your shilling and your tiptoeing around the censors, with your interminable tug-of-war between social acceptance and being based. All whilst your country sinks forever leftwards, and everything you cherish is pulverised under a crescent moon-shaped boot heel. Normies. Like other acceptable right-wing dialogue, it's cartoonishly ineffective. The normies don't even notice the words. It's just white noise. They only hear the pleading tone in your voice as you whine about how unfair it is. How unfair it is that the liberal powers that be call the shots to the extent that you, the earnest, well-behaved centre-right, are resigned to begging for reasonableness. Normies in the centre-left only care about politics when someone says something racist at the family barbecue. They have been so conditioned by humiliation rituals their whole life, they are jump-scared by leftist snarl words. They neither comprehend nor care about perceived unfairness in the right-left political discourse. Acceptance. It's quite unedifying to see the centre-right's appeal for even-handedness. There has never been a place in modern polite society for the right wing to have a platform and demand that good faith. That's why there's never been a genuinely right-wing party. The well was thoroughly poisoned decades ago. You're wasting your time, so stop seeking acceptance. The only way to get through to the normies is bold action. Action that they will be inspired by, not tepid drivel they have heard and ignored 1,000 times before. Bad people. The ideological left, the true believers, care least of all. First of all, they're not stupid. See FutureDad 43, the left are not stupid. They didn't agitate for the West's collapse from a position of logic, and they won't stop when you beg them to think logically this one time. But more importantly, they do not and they will not ever care what you think about the lack of logic or their hypocrisy. They think the right are bad people, and that's that. Conversely, the right do care about differentiated morality. See FutureDad 34, being happy versus being right. Whereas the ideological left are neither happy nor right, so it's not a trade-off they have to make. As true believers in their cause, they are stuck where they are. Their anti-intellectual framework is a cage they cannot escape. Preoccupation. Thus, the right's preoccupation with the enemy's moral inconsistency is baffling. They should know by now. Imagine for a second the climate clerics, the creepy groomers, the angry cat ladies, and the swivel-eyed race commies looking at each other and saying, "Oh my God, you guys, you know what? He's got a point. We've been such hypocrites. Let's stop destroying the West and return the levers of power to those who've earned it." If any one of the left says that, even once, in a moment of clarity, it would be a modern-day miracle. The only group which does notice the left's hypocrisy are the right wing, and right wing adjacent, by which I mean anyone not left. Mostly because they are tired of it, and tired of hearing complaints about it. They are tired that the precious few quasi-right wing voices who do have a megaphone prostrate themselves before prominent pinkos, true believers who have for decades immiserated the most advanced successful nations on earth, and plead with them to knock it off. Come on guys, that's enough. Conclusion. So my message to the centre-right friends and allies is this: get off your knees, stand up, brush yourself off, say it after me, progs, shut the F up. You had your chance, and because of that, the West is cooked. We don't care what you say or what you think anymore. We're done with you. Your jackboot liberal order is finished. We're in charge now. Let me know when you're ready. FutureDad.